You do take a 5-year-old kid. He looks at his father. My father's invincible. My father's almighty. My father has the brains of the world. My dad can do anything because he's my father. Well, my father, as I grew older, I found out actually my dad was limited a little bit here and there. Okay. But my real father, God, he has no limitations. Satan bothering me, hey, Dad, can you do something with this guy? I'm getting tired of him bothering me all the time. You just give me what 1,000 angels should do. Just come on, just give me those and we'll take care of this. I'm making it funny, but I'm using it to make a point. We have access to everything God is. Brother Branham said that God will bankrupt heaven before he'll let one of his promises fall. So why don't we access him? Why don't we treat him like he is our Father? Why don't we love him the way that he desires for us to love him? When somebody asked Jesus Christ, he said, what's the greatest of the commandments? He said, love God with everything that's within you. And then love your neighbor the same way you love yourself. And these 2 commandments rest all the laws and all the prophets. And if we could begin to believe in that God. God came down on Mount Sinai, lightning, thundering, earthquakes. Moses had told the people, God delivered you from Egypt because he loved you. But they stood back in fear. Oh, wow, look at this thing. What are we going to do now? If I walk in there, God's going to smite me, or I'll just be a greasy spot. When really, if they realized that God loved them enough to deliver them from Egypt, that God is the one that supplied all their needs as they wandered through the wilderness, that God promised to give you the promised land, that God has promised to deliver you and take care of you and supply all of your needs, that God has promised to heal you. Who can stand before that? That's my God. Okay, manifest yourself a little bit more. Let's take care of this mess out here. Because he's my Father. If all of a sudden somebody was if somebody was bothering me, my dad would come to my rescue. If somebody was messing with my wife, I would die trying to making sure that she stayed safe. Well, I'm his bride. He loves me. I don't know why, but he does. But here again, what's he going to do? He's going to protect me. He's going to supply for me. He's going to watch over me. He's going to make sure that everything goes as good as it possibly can. Because he not only is my Father, he's also the bridegroom.